yourself, family. It's me, Michel Wright's on the mic.
It's Michel Wright. I'm a media personality, audio entertainment specialist, writer, producer. I really got my first break at my first station, big station, WPGC 95.5 in Washington, D.C. Having grown up in the D.C. area, I listened to Donnie Simpson and, you know, all the personalities that were on the station he was on at the time. So I developed an over-the-phone request line relationship with the DJs. And I started asking them questions about radio. And they taught me and told me over the phone what a music director was, what a program director was. And I got this idea that I want to be here. I want to do this. And I convinced them to allow me to come in and learn. Eventually, I got called in to be trained to be on the air. And that's kind of where it started. I was on the air at WPGC. A producer called to the station. And when I called back, the producer asked if I had been interested ever in doing television. I'm an adventurous person. I'll try it, you know. And I said, okay. He says, we have this show called MHZ.
Welcome back. It's MHZ Urban. A drive is on to get that legend right there, Chuck Brown, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We'll tell you more about that.
And it started as a video show. And then the general manager called me in for a meeting one day and said, you know what, we're thinking of developing a bigger show. And we wonder if you would be interested in doing it and if you have any ideas.
I'm happy to be here. This is my first time on a show. I mean, I've been on shows, but this is a show.
Yeah, this is...
So I said, okay, well, let's make it like a talk show. Let's have a sofa, let's have guests, let's have a house band. And so we were having a little trouble coming up with a name that we felt was clever and cool at the same time. And the address of our building was 8101.
Coming up on 8101, D.C. Mayor Anthony Williams, Raheem Devon and Urban Act 31, Donnie Simpson, all here on 8101.
It was live to air. Clearly, I've always been fascinated and have an extreme love for music. I've always also been fascinated with technology. The XM thing fascinated me. I was like, okay, so radio has gone from way back in the day, AM to FM, and now XM. I was like, oh, that's dope. Oh, that's dope. And then I wanted to be there. So a couple of the managers, one of the program directors in particular, his name is Vic Clemens, he heard me and he said, who is that girl? You know, we started talking and I started doing some fill-in work on the sneak at night or weekends or whatever, whenever I wasn't involved with PGC. I was going to do this satellite thing that I was so fascinated with. I've been there ever since, yeah. That's the show that got the Emmy.
We won the Emmy!
It was just really crazy. BBD, I talked to them, all the members of New Edition over the years, many, many, many times. And they said, okay, you got 10 minutes and we're gonna set it up on the sofas over here. Something just, I don't know, it just struck me and I went with it.
I know you had some uplifting words, man.
Yeah. Rick, whatever it is that you need, ultimately, man, I'm standing by your side. Whatever you need, if it's a phone call, if it's, you know, getting on a flight, reaching in my bank account, you know, and pulling out whatever the hell it is that I have left, ultimately, man, we started this thing together and we gonna finish this thing together.
So my 10 minutes turned into 27 minutes and it was raw and it was just us. That happened. So when we were told they were shutting down the studios, we couldn't go in any longer, and you know that was happening all over the country, I was like, you know what? We'll just do a lot more IG Lives, we'll do some Zooms.
We couldn't go to New Orleans, but you know what? We can get on Zoom anytime we want. I'm Michelle, joined with my girl, Cynthia Bailey of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Hey, Cynthia.
Hi, friend. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you, looking fabulous.
And people at home wanted to connect.
Do you feel satisfied with what you have done?
The answer to that, without being smug or arrogant, is yes.
Even the things that I would host in the past, all of that went digital and went online. For me, it's business as usual because everyone else then caught up and figured out that they had to come to this space.